Hello, hello, hello. Hi. Sorry, I'm just finishing my lunch that I managed to eventually get after taking Nicole home. Hi in Australia. Hi, Caitlin. Yeah, Nicole's alright. She's flaked in her bedroom now, chilling out, to be honest. She's exhausted. No, I had to go and collect her from school today, so it's not been a great day. Hi, hi, hi. Hello. Yeah, she had a tic attack at school for the second day in a row, which wasn't great. Thank you. Lots of different shades of green. Those two at the end are meant to be different, but I think they look quite the same. Just tired today. It's been a long week. We made it as far as Thursday without having to do a school collection, and then 2 tic attacks in 2 days, which obviously isn't great. But we battle on. You just have to keep going. The joys of a disability. It's great. Not. Nicole's just grabbing herself some lunch. She's absolutely exhausted. So I won't be making her come on here or coming to say hello to anybody. No, you cannot see Nicole. I'm sorry about your dog. What's that? Do they make her tired when they're so frequent? Yeah, she gets tired from having them, and obviously it's mentally and physically exhausting moving your body that amount of time for that like continual stuff. My sister's been diagnosed with FND. Oh, that's sad. It's difficult. Yeah, she's okay now. She's just tired. It's yeah, it's rubbish for her. How long has she had tics and FND? Nearly 2 years now. Be 2 years in March. Afternoon. Duvet day for Nicole. Yes, I think tomorrow definitely a duvet day. Yeah, I worry about her all the time. Oh my goodness. Hi. Is it likely her brothers could get it in the future? Genuine question. Potentially. There's no rules to it, unfortunately. Hi in Canada. What's that with her? She had a tic attack at school, so I had to go and collect her. Does it affect her schoolwork? Yeah, it can do. We were discussing that today, actually. At the moment, she's fine. She's not behind, and she's where she should be with everything. So it's just a case of making sure that she manages to stay on top, which is difficult for her because obviously this afternoon she's missed stuff. She's too tired to be doing anything now, and I would never make her do anything now. So that means that later on tonight or tomorrow she'll have to then catch up with what she missed today. So her school world is catching up behind other people, which is hard. They say it can be genetic, yeah. It is something in your genes. Why are you walking home from school now? It is 1:45. Oh my goodness. Thank you for all the heart thingies. It's nice. I'm good, thank you, Dean. Hope you're okay. Do I live far from school? 3 miles. So it's not too bad. But today I wasn't close. I wasn't close because I took an educated risk of being further away. I had plans today that I needed to help with Callum. which meant driving to his mum and dad's house, which is Windsor. And I made a calculated decision that yesterday, because she had such a bad tick day and she had a tick attack, that today, normally after a tick attack, her ticks, they're still there, but they're normally not as bad the next day. She's normally quite calm. So I made a decision that maybe today I would get away with going there and coming back, but I didn't. So she was having a tick attack and it took me 40 minutes to get from where I was to school, which was, I feel massively guilty now, really bad. So it just means I can never plan anything, and I can never, that's not her fault. Don't get me wrong, I'm not slating it. It is one of those things. It's just frustrating that you could get, I had Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, where I didn't have one phone call from school. Yes, she was ticking, but they weren't bad enough that she had to leave or anything like that. So I could have done things those days, but obviously I didn't because I was just here, or I have to keep within a vicinity, random normal stuff like going to the tip because I've got loads of rubbish or whatever. It's not that far from my house, so it's not the end of the world if I'm an extra 5 minutes away. But today I took that risk of being further away because we needed to do something, and I fucked up basically. The fucking fly. So yeah, it's just annoying. Not annoying, it's just frustrating that you can't plan anything. So what do? You have to carry on. You can't just let it take over your life. At the same time, you always have to plan for eventualities or things that are going to happen. And today, I just fucked up. So I do feel guilty. It's not easy. And you could have a whole week of nothing, and then I could have thought, I could have done that. And then the following week, she could call me every single day. So it's just one of them, innit? It's life. It's life, I guess. And there's always someone worse off than you. So, But yeah, school were ringing me and I was like, oh no. As soon as I saw the school number on my phone, I was like, fuck. I answered it. I was like, how bad? She was like, she's quite bad. I was like, brilliant. I'm on my way. And they were like, okay, we'll see you in about 5 minutes. I was like, no, you won't. You'll see me in 40 minutes. Sit down on the M25. Please, no protesters, because I will get out the car and murder you myself today. So, yeah, thankfully there weren't any. So I whizzed it up the M25. Probably get a speeding ticket in the next couple of weeks. So, yeah. It's just difficult planning stuff, isn't it? Hi, Bells. Well, Bell. I think it's Poppy. Is your name actually Poppy? How are you though? I'm just tired this week. It's just frustrating. That's why my skin's really bad again. You shouldn't feel guilty. You have a life as well. Yeah, but I don't. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It's an awkward one. Someone posted something the other day, and I was like, that's so true. And don't get me wrong, I love my children. I totally love my children. You know when you get an hour to yourself and you think the cleaning's done, the washing up's done, all the clothes are washed and everything's put away and everything's tidy, and you're like, oh my God, I've got time to myself. I don't know what my thing is anymore. For me, if I had an hour to myself, I would go riding because I've always had horses. So for me, I'd be like, I'm going down the yard. That's what I'm doing. But I don't have that anymore. So, when you just I don't know what my thing is anymore. Thank you for the gifts. How cool is that? Look at that. So I don't have a thing anymore. Obviously, without getting the old violins out, I've got one best friend left. And when you just and obviously as you get older you have a smaller group of friends anyway, so you just feel a bit bit naff really. But yeah, school number coming up on your phone and you're like, fuck. Especially when you're 40 minutes away and you're like, double fuck. That was today. Do you have any boxers that need homing? Yes, we do actually. We've got a male boxer, 7 years old, white one, in Cyprus at the moment. He needs a home. He can't go with other male dogs though. He's not good with other male dogs. So he can only go to a home that's got female dogs or no other dogs. Because they're lost, don't go out, no friends. It's hard, isn't it? How, like, when you get to this point in life, how do you actually make friends? Because, like, even going to primary school, I don't stand on the playground anymore. I just feel like a spare part and I avoid it at all costs. So I kind of just sit in my car and wait for Freddie to come out the gate. So, like, I don't work because, like, today is a great example. I can't even drive 40 minutes away from my house in a school day, so I can't work. Like how do you actually meet people unless you go somewhere and do stuff? You can't, and you can't force relationships can't be a forced thing. So you either like get on with someone and it's a thing or it isn't. Like, I've met some nice girls at the gym that I go to, but it's awkward, isn't it? It's an awkward one. Like, there isn't, you know how you have like dating sites? There isn't like a site that you go to for like, oh, let's be friends. It's just a bit odd. You don't just, I don't know. I'm rambling today. Could you put me in a list? We don't have a list for rehoming. If you message the JCDR page and say you're interested, then they'll be able to send you an application form, etc. Thank you for all the gifts. Yeah, it's just a weird one, isn't it? Like, I think people think I'm weird anyway, and I don't have ADHD, so I won't worry about it. I know you feel I have a disabled son. Care from day out, no friends. It's hard. Like, I'm in loads and loads of groups on social media for like ASD and like the Tourette's and FND and all the different things, and like you can like get bits of support for stuff, and it makes you feel a bit better when you read other people's stuff, or it makes you think, oh, actually I can help them with this comment, or this thing helped with that, maybe they could try that. Like, but you're not actually friends with these people, and the people that I do have that are friends live like hundreds of miles away. Like, I've got a really close friend, but she lives in Wales, so we don't see each other very often. My best friend, she lives in Shrewsbury, and again, we don't see each other very often. And when you're used to having people around you, it can be quite lonely, quite frankly. What time is it right now? It is 1:54. Thank you for saying you love my videos. I'm not sure if I'm boring everyone to death now and just rehashing the same shit, to be fair. Worthing area. Oh, do you know what? I used to live near there. That's where I was. I grew up from the age of 13 till 16. Are you going to Topfest in November? It's in London. If we get invited, I don't know how you I don't know how you do it. What was that? How you doing? It was 8 years ago last week that we got Dakota. Oh my goodness. Oh, please send me some photos and some videos. 8 years, bloody hell. Dakota must have been right at the beginning, one of the ones we first rehomed. My neurologist suspects I have FND. Any advice for finding some support? There are quite a few like FND groups on Facebook, support groups on Facebook. They're not too bad. I do kind of get on with my own stuff though. I kind of just deal with shit myself. Maybe I'm too independent to have friends. I just go out and do stuff. The only thing I miss is going out pubs and stuff. Hey ho. How old are you? No offence. I'm 37. Feeling like I'm 87. Details are on the Instagram. You don't have to be invited to the London one. Oh, okay, I'll have a look. My ticks were shouting, I'm stealing from the shop, call the police. Oh no. How's the weight loss going? Yeah, no, it's going all right, thanks, Dean. It was week 5 this week, but it's that time of the month. So without going into gory details, it's a stupid point to try and weigh myself because it'll either make me feel really bad or really good. So I decided I wouldn't weigh in this week, which was yesterday. So yesterday was week 5. But so far I've lost 11 pounds. So I'm feeling quite good. I want to get to the stone mark. That'll make me feel good. You look 23. I will take that. I will massively take that. Considering my boyfriend is going to be 25 next week, I don't think I'm doing too bad. Yeah, Nicole's alright. She's just shattered. Jodie, I think the one Geordie was on about. What's the person on about? I don't know. Sorry. What dogs do you have right now? Me personally, I have 4 dogs. I have 2 boxers who are divos, a corgi cross, which is Nicole's, and then a chihuahua, which is Jaden's. Social in the city. Oh, okay. Yes. I know what you're on about now, Geordie. Yeah. We love you, the whole community. Hope everyone is okay. Good to show everyone it's okay to have a disability. Whose boyfriend is going to be 25? My boyfriend. What does FND mean? Functional neurological disorder. It's like tick first. Okay. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm just tired today. It's been a long day. Except I'm probably not as tired as Nicole is, obviously, before someone comes at me like, oh, imagine what it's like for Nicole. I do imagine what it's like for Nicole, which is why I do everything I do. You got yourself a 25-year-old. I did. Yes, I do have a 25-year-old boyfriend. I do indeed. Where is the picture? Don't know if you can see on the wall up there. My finger won't go. That one. That's me and Callum. So yeah, I am a legend, or a cougar, or something bad. No. Tick not noticed. Please reset this live due to a bug. It says I have to reset the live. I'll see if it comes up again. She doesn't need to rest. She's tried CBD oil, but it made her feel all funny. Please reset this live due to a bug. How do you reset a live? What, do you have to like stop and start again? Hang on. Oh, excuse me. No, no, it looks like it's actually TikTok saying it to me though. Don't do it. Oh look, everyone's going all mental at me. Okay, I won't do it. It's a scam. It's a troll. Oh, okay, I'm the most naive person on the planet. Oh, okay. Sorry everyone, don't panic, I won't turn it on. Oh. That's why I'm saying this one is real. I'm so confused. Thank you for the gift. Weight loss is going all right, thanks. It hasn't come up again, so I'm not going to panic. I'll see. Is that a dog I can hear? Yeah, that's all my dogs wandering around. So yeah. Yeah, hair's back in. Needs washing. It's all greasy. So stressful today. Yeah, they're good. Callum's mum and dad were good. So we were just doing stuff. you're in need of a spa day. But you know, you say that, right? I wouldn't enjoy it because I'd have to go on my own. I don't have anyone I could go with. You know, when you're just a bit like, goes back to the whole, yeah, there isn't anyone, is there? It's annoying. My son had surgery yesterday and felt horrible after. I can only imagine your day and stress. Oh God, well then you totally have it worse than me, Justin. Honestly, worse than me. I hope he's alright after his surgery, whatever he had done. I'm friends with the tradie wife now. I'm literally going to join the Shit Mums Club. I literally was the pinnacle of the Shit Mums Club today. I drove off 40 minutes away from school thinking Nicole will be fine. She won't have a tick attack today. I won't get a call today. And I was 40 minutes away. Literally. Shit mum. Ding, 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 ding. I went to hospital because I burnt myself with hot water out of the kettle. Oh no. Have you thought about getting a wheelchair for Nicole 11D? Yeah, it's really difficult because no 2 days are the same. So she could get like a day where she can't walk, in which case she'd need a wheelchair. And then the next day, that's not what happens with her FND. Excuse me, it's my tea repeating on me. So it's really difficult. So like, you could go somewhere and not need that the whole day, and you've took it round for you with you for no reason, or you could go somewhere and need it. So it's like, or you have to take the boxing gloves with you because of hitting herself, and a lot of the time it's safer just to chuck boxing gloves on her hands so she can't like actually physically hurt herself. Like, at what point do you carry everything around with you that you could possibly need? You know what I mean? I don't blame myself for Nicole's tics. I blame myself for being a shitty mother and thinking, oh, she'll be fine today because she had such a shit day yesterday, that I thought, oh, I'll be able to like go off. But no. Have you ever consenting her? So there's only her two at school that can deal with her tics better. I don't think anyone could. School do everything in their power that they can do, and I don't think anyone could do any different. They only ring me when it's to an extreme where she's not coming down, it's not getting better, and escalating. But unfortunately, the last 2 days, today and yesterday, they were like proper tic attacks. Because I think yesterday both teachers were like looking at me like horrified. They didn't know what to do with her because it was a proper tic attack. I'd hate to homeschool. I have done a video on my YouTube about lots of school questions. So if you go and watch that, that'll give you most of the answers to a lot of these questions you're asking. But I wouldn't homeschool. I'd hate it. She'd hate it. The whole community in here to support you. When I can talk to you all, it's great. I'll probably get banned again now. I did that video, not yesterday, day before yesterday, and I even said in it, I haven't done any like talking videos because I'll probably get banned. Literally, an hour after posting that, I was banned again. So I keep getting banned for no fucking reason. It's annoying. Does Nicole go to mainstream? Yes. Did I say someone made a cup of tea and they're in Cyprus and it's sweltering hot? Sorry about that. What's going to happen with tests and exams? Yeah, she should get extra time. She'll have to go in a separate room as well. Yep, me. Sorry. My mum and dad are in Cyprus. They drink tea all the time. All the time. I don't know what the time is now, actually. Where is she? She's upstairs chilling out. She's just eating some lunch at the minute. I love your hair, thank you. It's a mess today, needs washing. I need to do something with the colour. I'm bored of it now. I don't want to go red and I don't want to go brunette. But I need to do something else. I'm bored. It's a horrible blonde. Doesn't help that I'm running around with my 2-year-old as well. No, it doesn't. Hi from Australia. Hi. Debating giving myself an undercut. I did that. I've been there and I've done that. You know when all the little wispy bits of hair go like, you could never get them up properly in like a ponytail. So I got and just shaved it all off and then regretted it instantly because then it took forever to grow back. And now it's only just like properly starting to grow back. Yeah, Nicole's in year 10. No, she doesn't know what she wants to do when she's older. She wants to do something to do with animals, but that's as far as she gets. Obviously, with having Tourette, she's going to be limited to what she can and can't do. It's going to affect her whole life now. You should be sitting outside in the sun. I probably should, but I just can't be bothered to move. And my phone's plugged in at the moment because I've not got a lot of charge. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Esme. You know when you just... I think you should go grey, silver, yes. I've been silver grey. I did like it. I'm not sure if Callum would like it, that colour. Not that I'm saying he controls what colour hair it is. God, you can't say anything, can you, without... I overthink as well. I've had like purpley red hair. I've done that. Blue highlights. Oh my God, no, not blue. Not blue and not green. Yeah, I was thinking about grey. Like a silver grey, because I'm naturally that colour anyway. Black, no chance. Oh my God. And I hate pink. Baby pink, no. I was looking at photos last night and I was like, red. And I was like, oh, I miss that. Yeah, I don't know. What life advice would you give to a 17-year-old girl? Me at 17 wasn't great, so I didn't have a very good time at 17, so my life advice would probably be spend lots of time with your friends and make lots of memories with friends. Not worry about boys or girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever you're into. Just make time for your real friends. Shave it. No, not shaving it. Nicole's okay, she's just tired now from having a tic-tac at school. Thank you, Naomi. Well, I'm posting a little bit on Clapper, but I'm not really enjoying the app. But I don't get banned on there. It's just frustrating, isn't it? And I'm posting on Instagram, but I don't want to have, like, what I don't want to do is bore the crap out of everyone of posting the same thing on here that's on Instagram, that's on my Facebook, that's on, like, YouTube. So I guess I'm trying to move more over to YouTube, but that takes longer because you have to do, like, videos and then editing I'm shit at, and it takes ages. Red balayage, that would be quite nice. But yeah, it's difficult. No, my eyebrows, you can be twins. Oh my gosh, no. Although I am getting my eyebrows done next week. They are desperate. How old are the dogs? Do you like Nicole's rats? Yeah. Oh, I love Nicole's rats. I get them out myself. I just go in there and get them out. She's like, Mum, get out of my room. Rory is like 6, 7. Maggie is like 3, nearly 4. Piglet is 4. And Bentley is 3. Yawning, you need bed. I know, I'm just so tired. It's been getting up. I haven't even been going to bed late, but I keep getting disturbed sleep. My girl's having a bad time at school with having Tourette's. I homeschool her now. I couldn't do it. Fair play to you. I just couldn't do it. My daughter's in the year above Nicole. She says what a lovely girl she is. Oh, thank you, Tammy. I rescue dogs from Cyprus. Good for you, Nicola. That's what I do too. Can we see the wall behind you? I'm in need of inspiration. Is your shelter just for dogs or do you take in other animals? Just dogs. My mum's got loads of cats as well though, and kittens that she keeps taking in. But no, it's dogs. Nicole isn't at school, no, she's at home because she was ticking. Well, she had a tick attack, actually. Hang on, I'll show you the wall behind. That's my wall. And then I've just got another photo in there that I've just put up, but I'm not finished in there yet. Sorry, sniffing. You're so kind answering my comments. I'm trying to answer everyone. I have a staffy and I'm all massive. Ah, nice. I'm 16 with 3-month-old single mum. The way you keep going is inspiring. Oh, fair play to you, being so young, being a young mum. That must be hard. Oh no, you have COVID. So no, they don't send her home at school. It's a bit different now. Nicole's school use something called Google Classrooms. So she can log in and check what homework there is and catch up. This piece of hair annoying me. Catch up that way, so it's quite good. So she's not falling behind yet, and she's still doing all her homework and can catch up where she needs to. Bull Terrier. Oh, I love Bull Terriers. One of my friends from school, her mum used to have a Bull Terrier. Can't remember what it's called now. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, I keep yawning. Sorry, everyone. Do you train dogs as well? If so, tips to train a Yorkie. Oh my god, I used to have a Yorkie Terrier when I was little. My mum and dad got her for me when I was 7. She was my first dog. Amazing. I have a long-haired German Shepherd. Hi. Jaden is 11. We call him Dave. Brilliant. I called a beagle Steve once, and we called another beagle Dave, actually. 6-hour knee surgery. Oh no. My mum's got to have a new knee next week, actually. On the 5th of October, she's having a knee replacement. She nearly died. How old was I when she nearly died? I must have been about 18. My mum nearly died. She had a horse and cart accident, and she had to have all metal plates and everything put in her knee. And now the knees, she fell over in Cyprus while I was over there, and she literally just destroyed it. So she's got to have a knee replacement on the 5th of October. Ah, yes. Nicola, if you want to email or message the team, the email you could do adoptions@jcdr.co.uk to message them about fostering or any sort of way you reckon you can help. That would be good. We're always looking for fosters. I have a 10-week-old. I don't know what one of those is. Is that a Shih Tzu crossed with some sort of poodle? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh. I've got COVID, and my cousin will be born while I'm isolating, so you don't get sick. Oh, that's okay. That'll be fine. When you finish isolating, you'll be able to go see him. You own a daycare with kennels to help. Oh, cool. How local are you though? Like, whereabouts are you in the UK? Because that would be very helpful. My girl will not go to school. Oh, that shit. It's hard, isn't it? God, but, like, there's no textbook about being a parent, is there? It's hard. Even when you have normal children. For want of a better word, obviously. But, it's not fucking easy, is it? And we do get things wrong. I've got things wrong recently a lot. My biggest thing was making sure that my children grew up having respect and manners. They're like my 2, and not to tell lies. They're like, that's my top 3, I reckon. I smash it into them not to lie. I smash it into them to say please and thank you. And I smash it into them to be respectful. I think that's like my top 3 things. And as long as I know that they go somewhere and they've said thank you for having me or please, and you know what I mean, then I reckon I've done all right. Oh my God, I need to move pillows on my back. I don't know what time is it. I can't stop yawning. It's so annoying. Ooh. Where is there a Starbucks to get to in Hemel? Anyone? Every time I go to school, the teacher's obviously joking, and they're like, oh my God, you could have got me a Starbucks on the way in. Obviously we haven't, but I'm trying to see if there is a Starbucks in Hemel. I'll go and take one when I go and get Jay. Say thanks for looking after Coconut. It's hard having a kid with Tourette's. Yeah, it is. One next to BM, but you can't just pull over. That's the annoying thing. Is there not a drive-through one? No, I'm not taking you up to see Nicole. But I will be shouting up to her in a minute to see if she's dressed. Hi, Emily, and I'm not a queen. Oh my goodness. Next to Riverside, and no, there's no drive-through. Next to Riverside, where's that bit? I'll have to look on Google in a minute. We're all okay, thank you. Cabbage, 1988, like it. Nicole's okay, she's tired now though. More tired than me, which must be bad, because why don't you go for a lie down before school run? Oh, I can't do shit like that in the daytime. No, it's too much to be done. You know where H&M is, the Starbucks near H? I do know where you mean. Yes, I do. There is one there, isn't there? I wonder if I pull over there. I'll go and run out and get one. Maybe I should do that. Someone called me Cabbage by mistake and alive, and it's dark. I love it. I love it. Brilliant. Cabbage instead of what though? What were they meant to be calling you? How did they get from whatever it was to Cabbage? That's what I want to know. Do you live in Bristol? No, I live in Hemel Hempstead. I just want to say how much information you are. Oh, thank you. Can you say hi, Caitlin? And hi to your sister Caitlin then. How far are you from Stockport? Quite a way, I think. I don't even know where Stockport is. My geography sucks though, just as an FYI. I'm not beautiful. Look at me, Naomi. Look at my breakout of skin. I just look horrific at the minute. I'm just resigned to the fact that I'm just going to get old and be like this. I mean, who has acne at this age? Jesus Christ. Hi, Geordie. How are you? No, it's pointless. They're going back to school. They've got like 40 minutes left. It's absolutely pointless. She's too tired anyway. She won't retain anything. Do you live by Gloucester? No. Nowhere near. That's like, I'm here and that's like over there. A lot of people putting TikTok notice. Yeah, I'm not bothered. They've gone away now. I still get acne at 46. It's frustrating, isn't it? Like, do you know what's more annoying is I didn't have it when I was a child. I didn't have anything. Didn't have one fucking thing. I went through my divorce and now I'm stuck with it. Yeah, so my nails look good, thanks. Yeah, they do. Everything else is just a pile of poo. I think I go to Nicole's school. I see her sometimes in the corridor. You definitely go to her school if you see her in the corridor. Cabbage, that makes sense. I don't get it. I need to see. Did I miss it? Why? Oh, it was and change it for a laugh and then never change it back. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. Cabbage is good. It's like a good nickname. Thank you, made my sister happy. Ah, good. Being happy is the key. I keep feeling like someone's there. I think they're walking past my door. My daughter is so funny. Like, she is funny. She is very funny. She does crack me up. All my kids crack me up. Jaden now is at a point where he's trying to tell jokes all the time and riddles. And I'm like, oh God. Ah, thank you for saying that, Gemma Louise. Where's your daughter? She's upstairs. I best be off. Have a great day. I'm out of isolation today, so you need to get out. 100% Cabbage. Go do it. Thank you for the gifts. Nicole develops new tics every day. She tics new things every day. It's just some things that stick and some things that don't, and they stick for a while. She has constants that are always there, like the ha-ha, like the whistling, saying she's Madeleine McCann. That's a tic that's never gone. And it just crops up every now and again. You look 28, I wish. You seem very drained. I am drained. I'm just really freaking tired this week. You know, I mean, it's just like... yeah, I'm just tired. EMDR therapy. No idea what that is. But I have a pen and a piece of paper and I'm going to write that. EMDR. EMDR therapy. And I shall research it. Every time my son goes for a nap, I do too. Do you know I did that when the kids were little? I don't do it now. I love your family, thank you. Does Tourette's prove with age? Not really. It is what it is. It can wax and wane, is what the doctors described it as. So at some periods in her life, it'll be worse than others. Touch wood. I can't see it getting worse than what it is right this second. We can manage the day-to-day stuff. It's just when she has the tic attacks that it's just too much. It's just a lot. Your hair looks gorgeous, thank you. It needs washing. Is she resting? She is indeed. I am debating the whole Starbucks run to go and get her teachers some Starbucks. I've seen quite a difference in my Tourette's and FND. That's good. Definitely something to look into then. Oh, it's episode of Different with Nicole in it. Yeah, she did good on that. Did she have a tic attack? Yes, she did. I don't drink coffee, and like my diet, I can't have a Starbucks at the moment anyway because it'll be like too many millions of calories. And I literally have, I can't tell you how many I've got left because it's on the app on my phone. I think I've got about 700 calories left for the day for tea. Has Nicole been tested for pandas? Yes, she has. Right at the very beginning. Can you explain the tic tac? So a lot of what I post is all her normal tics, her funny tics, her joking tics. Just a normal, what we would call, oh my God, like tic episode. But a tic attack is like, there's no let up in between. It's more violent usually. It's quick successions of having the tics. There's no break in between it. And with tic attacks, normally she tries to injure herself. So yeah, See, when she bit me, she wasn't having a tick attack. She was just really ticky. So that video of her biting me, she was just really ticky. And it was more of a ticky episode than it was anything else. It wasn't a tick attack. It wasn't bad. It didn't escalate past that point. Okay, she threw plates. She broke glasses. All sorts of stuff like that. But that wasn't a tick attack. I wish I could do a massive comparison difference. I think she gets past a certain point with the tick attack as well, where I know she's not in control anyway, because obviously it's involuntary with ticks, but it goes past that point of like her whole body can move. She can convulse her whole body. Does Nicole's tick ever make her muscles lock or go stiff? Yeah, her feet lock, but that's part of her FND. Her hands can lock. She's like locked with her back arched before. So yeah, where's your shelf from? This shelf here I made. Check me out, skills. It was a piece of wood off of a unit that I didn't have anymore. And that's also how I made my let me show you, coffee table. It's filthy dirty. But that is also how I look. Made that. That's from the same wood, but I made it into with resin on. Yeah, that shelf. And then I just bought the brackets off of Amazon. They're like bathroom, like old plumbing brackets. That's all dusty actually. But yeah. How do you know when she's ticking turns into attack? It just escalates. Has anyone ever got offended? Yes. Yeah, they have, yeah. Hi from New York. Nicole, the last 2 days the tick attacks have been roughly 2 hours odd. 2 to 3 hours. Her longest tick attack's been 7 hours. Can you explain FND? Functional neurological disorder, and it is, for Nicole, it's her body's way of coping with the tics and the Tourette's, and it tries to shut itself down and reset the brain. It is how her body deals with the tics and Tourette's. No, she's not at school. I had to go and collect her. She's at home now. Can people get FND at any age? I believe so. I don't know enough about it to tell you that bit. Any chance you could put this live on your YouTube? Yes, I can do. I need advice. Go for it. I can't guarantee that I'll be any use, but I can give it a whirl. How I know that I have a tick attack? Because it would be different to your normal tics. If you have tics and you tick normally and you have tick episodes every day, like Nicole, then when you have a tick attack, you'll know it's a tick attack because it's so much more extreme, it's so much more severe. My son's 6 and has random shout outs. Then it could be lots of stuff because I know that tics and Tourette's and stuff go hand in hand with other things like OCD, ADHD, autism. There's lots of other things that normally like go parallel. For Nicole, she's got Tourette's and FND, but she doesn't have anxiety, she doesn't have depression, she doesn't have OCD, she doesn't have anything else, she doesn't have ADHD. She's normal other than that. Don't come at me for saying normal either, you know what I mean. What would happen if she got COVID? Don't know really, she'd just be poorly like everybody else, I suppose. It wouldn't make any difference to her tics. Your daughter is fabulous. Thank you. I like to think so. And my boys. My boys are fabulous too. Seeing my Tourette specialist at the start of the month. There's not really a lot of tests you can do other than like the basics of like MRI scans to check that there's nothing else like sinister going on, which is what we did for Nicole, to check that there wasn't like, I don't know, a brain tumour or something awful. That's why she had those. Blood tests were to rule out pandas, to rule out having Lyme's disease, to rule out lots of other stuff that can be like linked to having Tourette's. So she had blood tests, but all the tests around everything are to rule things out. You can't, there isn't a test where you have it and it says, oh yeah, you have Tourette's. That's not what it is. You're an amazing mum, shows all your children. Thank you for saying that. I would hasten to add that I did this all by myself. Obviously didn't climb on top of myself and get myself pregnant, however. I am now left holding on. Thank you for help and spreading awareness. You've helped me realise it may be more than TS. Could well be. There is normally something else, and for a long, long time we just thought Nicole had Tourette's and tics, but it wasn't until we ended up going to the private paediatrician and showing him the videos and showing him everything else that was going on that he was like, that isn't a tic, that's FND. You and me both, single mum to two. It's not easy, is it? Especially when the dad only bothers to see one child, because he's a beep. Is it worse when she gets a period? I don't want to go into like personal questions like that. I think that it affects everyone differently. We have tried to look at patterns, but essentially there's not really any there. Nicole is upstairs in her room. You look under 30. Thank you. I will take that. Nicole did. Awareness for the amazing. Thank you. I've Tourette's and been signed off school for a couple of months. What, in the UK, is that? I do think we should go and get this Starbucks for the teachers. I feel like they deserve it after the last 2 days. Especially today with me being Shit Mums Club and taking 40 minutes to get to school because I wasn't near. Yeah, in Stevenage. Suppose they signed you off school. I love your family so much. You've helped me. Oh, I'm glad we've helped you. It's just sometimes nice knowing other people out there are going through similar to what you are, I think. What happened the last 2 days? Nicole's had tic attacks at school the last 2 days. Is it stressful getting them ready for school? Oh my God. Like, does anybody else say, is everyone ready for school? And have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done this? And they all go, yeah. And then you go, right, we're going now. And then they're like, oh, I haven't done this. I forgot. And I'm like, ugh. Would it not be easier for Nicole to do online learning? No. That was a nightmare through COVID when we had to do online learning. Laptop went flying. Tables were being smashed. No. It was not good. Yeah, it was not good. Is there a difference between tics and Tourette's? Yes, there is a difference. You can have motor tics, which are like physical, like this sort of stuff, or you can have vocal tics, which are speaking. So you can have just one set of tics, and that's what you have for life. Like, you can have just vocal tics, or you can have just motor tics. In order to be classed as having Tourette's, you have to have a combination of the both. So having a couple of vocal tics and a couple of motor tics, and you have to have had tics for at least 12 months. So that's the difference between tics and Tourette's. It doesn't diminish that they're any less, because they're not. Just because you have motor tics and no vocal tics doesn't mean it's any less severe, because it's just as awful. Or having vocal tics and not having motor tics, it's just as awful. But for Tourette's to be labelled, it's a combination of the both. Hope that is clear. What sets off tic attacks? Anything. I wish I could give a definitive answer on every single time and every single reason and why it's happened, but they're always different. So Nicole has Tourette's. Yes, Nicole has Tourette's. She has a combination of motor and vocal tics. There's also different, with tics, there are different ones. There's like, what's the word? Like there's more complex tics, and then there's, again, for want of a better word, basic tics. So before Nicole was diagnosed, before it had been 12 months of having both, she was diagnosed with a complex tic disorder because she had complex motor tics and complex vocal tics. They stay forever. Once you're, that's it. That's, once you've got it, you've got it. Simple tics and complex tics. That's the word, not basic, simple. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. When Nicole's tic attacks finishes, what does she do? Sleeps, normally. She's normally exhausted. I literally went into a room and I looked at her and I went, oh dear, you look like crap. She was like, thanks, Mum. I was like, you look fucking tired. So, yeah, she chills out, has a sleep. What's the worst tic she's ever done? Probably like punching herself, like kind of clawing. She like clawed. And like clawing her face and stuff. I hate that tic. Anything where she's self-injuring, I hate it. Will she ever be able to live independently? It's a hard one because right this second, she's 14. So living independently is a long way off, and by that point she would have had it for so many years that she will learn to know when things are going to escalate. And she's starting to learn now, like, my tics are getting out of hand, like this isn't just an episode, it's escalating. So I guess when she gets to that point, most people move out of your family home because you move in with a partner. So if that was the case, then obviously whoever she was with would, I'd like to think, supportive of her and would be able to like help. I mean, there's lots of people with Tourette's that live with partners and their partners help and support them. So I guess it just depends on the situation. I don't think you can look that far into the future, to be honest. What happens at school when she starts ticking? She goes out the classroom when she starts ticking and or goes to inclusion and starts to try and calm down and listen to music, etc. But then when, like today and yesterday, it gets past a certain point and it becomes a tic attack, that's when I get called. She makes it through school day. She has made it through school day hundreds of times, but recently it's been pretty rubbish. So yeah, school's good. She's doing all right there. Just checking my watch for the time. Can she do school at home? Yeah, so she'll catch up with her stuff from Google Classrooms. I don't want to homeschool. I'd hate it. She'd hate it. I have answered that question. There's a YouTube video. If you follow to my YouTube channel, you'll see it. I've answered that. There's a whole school, I think it's about an 8-minute video about school and about how we deal with things at school. On my last video, I've asked for Q&A, like questions. So I'm going to answer them over the weekend and do a video. How you doing after your surgery? I'm okay. I'm good. Mentally getting over it. 5 weeks yesterday of being on a strict calorie deficit and sorting my health out sorting my health out situation. So I'm getting there. I'd hate for her to feel like a burden. I see it in her eyes sometimes. I don't think you do see it in her eyes. She's... Oh, what have I done to the camera? I've changed it. Oh God. She's not a burden, and I don't think I ever make her feel like she is. So I'd hate for someone to say that they see that in her eyes, because I'd hate to think that I've made her feel like that. And I certainly do my power best to not make her feel like that. Jade and Freddie, most of the time they do know. There are a few times when they're like, is she ticking or is that her normal? And Freddie asks. He's like, hey, was that a tick? So they're still little. Freddie's only 9. Yes, it is classed as genetic from what research there is, little research. She has got some friends with Tourette's, but not like local friends that have got Tourette's. How do you all cope with the tics? Well, I don't really know how to answer that. It's part of our life now, so it just is what it is, if you get me. So yeah, I am going to make a move because I'm going to sort my dogs out. I'm going to try and find a Starbucks. Oh. Yes, Nicole's hurt me hundreds of times. Not intentionally, obviously. She has had a tic attack in public. When we were in Cyprus, she had a tic attack while we were in the restaurant. So that wasn't great. But she's fine. We get on with it. I think that's what you have to do. You can't not go somewhere, and you can't not do things because of something. You only get one life, so you have to just live it the best you can and enjoy everything the best you can. There isn't another way of doing it. This is the card we've been dealt, like the hand we've been dealt, and we're just going to play it best we can. No, you didn't offend me. No. I've got thicker skin than that. Is your TikTok broken? I've never seen less than 1,000 views in your life. Do you know what? I think it's because I haven't been on very much recently, to be fair. Yeah, no, my TikTok's not broken. I think TikTok just hates me at the minute. Would you take away Tourette's if I could? Oh, 110%, yes. Yeah, I really do. Right, I'm going to go, guys, and I will try and do another live at some point soon, as long as I'm not banned before then. But thank you to everybody. If you want to ask any questions, comment on the video that asks about questions, and I will try and answer as many as I can over the weekend with Nicole and the boys, and post the video on YouTube. But bye for now, guys.